Hi kids, my name is Ben Stark. The video that you're about to watch may contain some facts, and therefore parental discretion is advised. Now, you might be wondering, why am I watching this video? Well, it's because your parents wanted you to learn a little bit more information about Santa. That's right, Santa Claus. You know, the big guy with the red suit and the white beard who brings you presents around Christmas time. First, let's get a little bit more background.
The name Santa Claus comes from the Dutch Sinterklaas. More on that in just a little bit. But his real name was Saint Nicholas, or in Latin, Sanctus Nicolaus. He was an historic 4th century Christian saint who lived between the years of 2070 and 343. In other words, he was born nearly 1700 years ago. He was well known for secret gift-giving, such as leaving coins in the shoes of people who left them out for him, and performing miracles such as bringing people back from the dead. The traditional myth in the United States is that Santa Claus, with the aid of elves and magic reindeer, makes toys in his workshop at the North Pole and flies around the entire world in a single night delivering those toys to deserving children. Naughty children are instead given coal and disappointment. The image of Santa Claus was popularized in the United States and Canada around 1823 when a poem written by political cartoonist Thomas Nast was released called A Visit from St. Nicholas. But in other countries, it's a little bit different. In the Netherlands and Belgium, Santa is known as Sinterklaas, or De Kerstman. They don't get presents from Sinterklaas on Christmas, but instead get presents on Sinterklaas Day, which is December 5th, the night before St. Nicholas Day, when St. Nicholas' death is observed. On Christmas Day, gifts are brought by Zwart Piet, or in English, Black Peter, a character from a book published in 1850. In Scandinavian folklore, a Nordic man known as Tomte started to bring presents on Christmas. He looks much like our American Santa Claus, but in gray clothes. His image spread from Denmark to Norway and Sweden, replacing the traditional Yule Goat, a celebrated figure connected with the worship of the Norse god Thor. The Yule Goat tradition involved sneaking or pranking your friends and family by placing a goat in their house without them knowing. If they were successfully pranked, they had to get rid of the goat in the same way. In England, dating back to the 16th century, they celebrated Father Christmas, a large man in a green robe lined with fur. He represented the spirit of Christmas. As the English no longer celebrated St. Nicholas Day on December 6th, they moved the celebration to December 25th to coincide with Christmas.
Okay, enough history. Get ready for this next bit because it might sting a little. I have good news and I have bad news. If you haven't figured it out on your own, the truth is, Santa isn't real. Santa is just an idea. It's a fun story that somebody made up to help you get in the spirit of Christmas. That's the bad news. But the good news is, while Santa may not be real, the presents you got and will continue to get are very real, and they're from somebody that's even better than Santa Claus. Someone who knows you and loves you more than you'll ever know. And that's your family. It's your parents. It's your brother. It's your sister. It's the people who really care about you.
If Santa were real, his sleigh would weigh more than 1 million tons. That's about as much as 180,000 elephants. To pull a sleigh of that weight, he'd need about 700,000 reindeer, which would add about 100,000 more tons of weight.
However, if Santa were real, his sleigh would be so big and so heavy that the moment it landed on your house, it would crush it like a pancake. And in order to travel to every child's house around the world in a single night, he would have to be traveling at a speed of greater than 650 miles per second, which is so fast that the wind resistance alone would vaporize him and the reindeer instantly. His sleigh would heat up just like a spacecraft re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. All of those things aside, he probably still couldn't even fit down your chimney. Most chimneys are so narrow, not even small children can fit in them. And for those of you who don't have a chimney, well, I guess it just makes all the more sense, doesn't it? So why again are you watching this video? because your parents wanted you to know the truth about Santa, and that just because he doesn't exist, it doesn't mean that they love you any less, or that the holidays will be any different. You'll still get presents, and you'll still have your Christmas ham or turkey or tofurkey or whatever your tradition is. Nothing is going to change, except now you're smarter and wiser because you know the truth. But don't believe me, just ask your parents. Happy holidays, everyone, and thanks for watching.